I mentioned I was passionate about learning English since my childhood, and you won't believe. And I took a Rapidex English book. Have you heard of that? So there
Yeah,
was
I
a
have heard.
yeah, there was a translation from Hindi to English, and I just keep my hand on English translation, and I did my practice that way. But it didn't work out for me. I have never learned this way only. Then when I was in my college, that time I joined an English academy. There was same way, like from Hindi to English, so I didn't get learn over there. Then like 2 or 3 years ago, I got to know about the English applications. So I enrolled my child in on Clappingo. Then he used to take sessions. Then I got busy with my second baby. Now 1 year ago I joined English platform. Then I have learned this language, so I put lots of efforts for learning this language, and still I'm doing. So good
Okay.
afternoon, sir. How are you?
Well, very shiny, sunny, and chocolatey. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm doing great. What about you? How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely great. Thank you so much for asking. But I sincerely apologize for being not able to connect with you as earlier.
No,
Actually,
ma'am. That there's no need to apologize because I can understand being a homemaker and some professional work. You do have some responsibility towards your home, then husband and kids and your in-laws. So being a homemaker, it is literally sophisticated and arduous to manage your time in such a way that you are expecting from your side. But anyhow, at any cost, you found time for me, and today we are connecting. That's more than enough.
yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for understanding my situation. Because I have a younger daughter, and when I take one-on-one session, then she keeps coming in front of camera. She doesn't want me to sit in front of camera. She tries to grab my phone. Now I had to coax her to go down, but she didn't want to go. But I have to convince her this is my session time, and after 20 minutes, she will come back. She needs mother after every 20-30 minutes.
To I can understand, ma'am, because I myself is a married person, and whenever I go to home on my leave, so I can understand that how difficult it is to manage our kids. But anyhow, you are managing. That's really great.
Yeah.
And okay, so since this is the first time I'm interacting with you, so I want you to please introduce yourself for me and for the viewers as well.
Yeah, sure. My name is Kusum. I hail from Haryana. Currently, I am a dedicated home mother and a proud mother of two adorable kids. I hold an MBA degree along with that a diploma in software. So that's all about me.
Wow, that's really amazing and captivating that you are a homemaker still. You are putting your lot of effort in order to master this language. Hats off to you and hats off to all mothers who have been taking care of their kids at the same time, trying to uplift their spoken English skills at the same time, some other professional training. So super. And anyway, let me introduce myself as well quickly.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
my name is Shiv, and I born and raised in Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. Moreover, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. I run my own YouTube channel, as you know. The name of channel is English with Teacher Shiv, where I have been uploading some spoken English content at the same time some one-on-one conversation videos as we are having right now. So that's all from my end.
Yeah, good to know about you. And I have been following your channel for a long time, and I have learning a lot. I have enhanced my vocabularies just by watching your videos. You are doing really remarkable at your communication skills. You are so inspiring to me.
Thanks, man. It means me a lot. You made my day, and I'll take it as a gratitude from your side. Thank you. Uh, I was saying that if you have any particular questions or any topic that you want to us discuss about, so that's fine. If not, so I do have some topic for you. So do let me know if you have.
Yeah, I have one question for you. Like, most of the not learners, and they always say we have learned language within 3 months. We have learned language within 6 months. So, is it possible to learn language within 3 or 6 months? Because I embarked on this journey about 9 or 10 months ago, and even I get stuck, and I have reached to the intermediate level. So I am surprised how the like learners can learn language within 3 months. So what's your take on it?
Well, such a really nice and a bit diplomatic question, I would say. But again, let me reply in this way. See, man, when I'm saying English,
Mhm,
so there are two concepts. Number one, English as a language. Number two, English as a subject.
mhm,
And both are different from each other.
mhm,
When I'm saying English as a subject, which means the one who is indulging himself into writing, he wants to become a English teacher, he wants to become a writer, he wants to become an author. Maybe he has been preparing himself for any written examination, right? Then what he does exactly, he takes English as a subject and he learns English in a systematic way by following some rules or regulation, especially grammar. Then grammar is must there in written English, right? I think let's talk about English as a language. Now, you know very well language simply means if you are from uh, Maharashtra and I'm from Uttarakhand, my regional language is Bengali, your regional language is Marathi. I don't know how to speak in Marathi, and either you don't know how to speak in Bengali, but we want to talk with each other. Then a common language should be there. English, being a global language, works as a bridge or medium of communication. That's how we can connect with each other, right? So when I want to say English as a language, then we don't need to bother about our grammar mistakes. We don't need that level of fluency as we expect. Simply, when I'm speaking English, you're understanding me. At the same time, you're replying me according the way I have spoken to you. You understood, and then you reply. Communication is done, right? So it depends an individual what exactly he wants from this language, what exactly he wants to do with English. And that will decide that how much time he would take in order to be fluent in this language. So for example, a beginner, even in beginner, there are so many categories. The beginner who doesn't know ABCD, the beginner who knows ABCD but he doesn't know how to form sentences, the one who knows how to form sentences doesn't know that how to speak English on a regular basis in a continuous way. The one who is speaking on a regular basis in a continuous way, making a lot of mistakes. So we do have a lot of categories of beginners as well. So if someone is making this disclaimer that he has learned English within 2 months, there might be some exception. What are those exceptions? Number one is family background. Maybe he has brought up and grown up in that kind of family where he has been just speaking English or listening English because his parents have been speaking English with each other. Like environment of English is there, right? Second, he has studied in that school where English is compulsory. Like you are not allowed to speak a single word in Hindi or in your native language. You have to speak English. No matter how many mistakes you are committing, totally fine. But you have to speak in English only. Second thing. Third thing, What about his academic qualification? Maybe he is more interested in English. He has been completing his academics through Master in English. He has been doing Master in English Literature like that, right? There are two more reasons. Like first one is the practice. What kind of practice he has done in order to reach at that level, and how much time he has spent in order to learn this language. So these are some factors which definitely gonna decide that how much time a learner will take in order to be into this language. Right? That's the first thing. And second concept, if someone is making this limited to learn English within 3 months, okay? So when I'm saying English, okay, within 3 months, I'm telling yes, you can learn English. There's no big issue on it. But what level of English you are talking about? That is important. There are many people, they speak English like a broken English. They are also speaking English. There are some people, they don't speak advanced speaker, but they are actually making sense when they speak English, right? If you're talking about beginner level of English or intermediate level of English, yes, of course, 3 months are enough, totally fine, right? But if you're talking about a plain English speaker or advanced level of English, where you are not making a single mistake in grammar, your pronunciation, your articulation, the way you use your vocabulary, your grammar, sentence formation, everything is up to the mark. Then, of course, you have to take time, right? No compulsion. Like you have to take time. There's no option at all because no one can build Rome in one day. It took around years and years to build Rome. It's a language, right? Even though those who are native of English, if you listen to them very carefully, then you will get to know that they themselves are making a lot of mistakes in terms of grammar. Being native, if they are making mistakes, we are English. How can we make a disclaimer that we cannot make a mistake and we are not making a mistake and we can learn this language in 3 months? Impossible. But to some extent, for survival English, like survival English, when I'm speaking, you're understanding, you're speaking, I'm understanding. This level of English, 3 months. I hope I made some sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. But if somebody like starts his journey from scratch, then I think it will take 1 year.
I cannot give you an exact figure, frankly
Because
speaking.
I
You know
started
why?
my journey from scratch. So when you will watch my first video, I was not able to make articulate the sentences. Have you seen my first, second videos? My
I
tutor
didn't
was
see your
teaching.
first and second video, but I have seen some of your videos here. But you were singing so well that time. Yeah.
No. So that's why I asked this question to you. But yeah, I believe yeah, language takes many years. We cannot learn within a few days or months. It is true. Yeah. Mm.
To again, like I've been speaking this for the last 4 years. I know
Last
I do have a lot of flaws, yes,
mm,
but there is exception. Like I'm speaking English on a regular basis, frankly speaking. Like as I have shared with you in your in message that it's been around 2 months. I have been not speaking English a single word, and how
yeah.
we can see that.
Mm,
I'm not able to get that level of confidence I used to have before. Because after 2 months, again, I'm speaking with you. You are the first person who are not speaking after 2 months in English, right? And here in my place, like in my home and in my workplace, no one speaks English, right?
mm,
So when I'm speaking English, it means I'm talking to someone in virtual world. Maybe in an application where I take my own free session, or somewhere in my WhatsApp group where I take around 1 hour session every single day. But it's been 2 months. I have been multiple sessions there as well. So that's how it works, right?
So you can speak with your kids. How old are your kids?
I have two daughters. The elder one is around 6 years, and then the younger one is around 3 years. So they don't even know how to speak English
Yeah, if
at
you
an
can speak with
early
them,
age.
I always speak with my kids in English because I don't have any
Oh,
environment. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I ask questions to them, and they ask questions to me. So that's the way I'm learning.
To some extent, I do agree with you, but when you talk to your kids, they should be in that position where they can reply to you. Okay, basic conversation like what's your name, what's your mother name, what's your father name, what's the school name, which class do you study, where are you going, do you want to drink water, do you want to have food? They can reply, that's fine. But the conversation or the
Conversation,
communication
yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
expecting in order to boost your levels from zero to advanced, that's not
Mm-hmm.
possible, kids.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, in order to just avoid or in order to hunt, not
Mm-hmm.
being getting an environment of English, you can talk with your kids. That's totally fine. But again,
Mm-hmm.
if you really want to elevate your level, for
Mm-hmm.
that, you have to have that environment where you can practice English every single day. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Mm.
So that's what I'm thinking. And what about you? What do you think about it? Like, is it possible to learn English within 3 minutes?
Sorry, I didn't get you, sir.
I'm asking you, like, what do you think about this? Is it possible to learn English within 3 months?
Okay, no, it's not possible. It's not possible, I can say, because I mentioned I was passionate about learning English since my childhood, and you won't believe, and I took a Rapid X English book. Have you heard of that? So there
Yep,
was
I
a
have heard.
Yeah, there was a translation from Hindi to English, and I just keep my hand on English translation, and I did my practice that way, but it didn't work out for me. I have never learned this way only. Then when I was in my college, that time I joined an English academy. There was same way, like from Hindi to English, so I didn't get learn over there. Then like 2 or 3 years ago, I got to know about the English applications. So I enrolled my child in on Clappingo. Then he used to take sessions. Then I got busy with my second baby. Now 1 year ago, I joined English platform. Then I have learned this language, so I put lots of efforts for learning this language, and still I'm doing. So no one can learn within 3 months. No one.
Here, I would
If
not completely but partially
somebody,
agree with your statement that
yeah,
no one can learn English within 3 minutes. I would say yes, like,
sorry to stop you. Sorry to interrupt. If somebody says I have learned this language within 3 months, so it means they already have a foundation. They already knew the basic and fundamental rules like English grammars, conjunction, and all basic knowledge they must have been. Then they can learn this language within 3 months. Like if anybody start from a scratch, then it's not possible. I won't believe.
um, okay, before replying to this question, I just want to ask you, how many hours do you practice in one day in order to improve your spoken English?
Still I practice, I think 2 or 3 hours every day.
Great. Well, in my case, I know that I haven't shared with you. Let me share with you that I have completed my whole academics from Hindi medium school because I'm from village area. And
Mhm.
you won't believe that after completion of my class 12, I started preparing for government examination. And based on my hard work and perseverance, I got a government job. When I went there after 1 month, I have heard one of my colleagues, he was actually speaking English and he was speaking so well.
Mhm.
Just after that, I felt that I should learn this language and I went to him, I asked him that how did you learn this language? And he had shared some application links to me. So I started using an application. You won't believe the day I started using that application, I couldn't speak a single word in English. I couldn't form a single sentence in English. But again, someone has insulted me that day only, like my first job learning
Mhm.
this language and first day in the application. He has criticized me a lot.
Mhm.
Because of that criticism, I took English as a challenge.
Mhm.
And from that day, I did practice day and night along with my job. I did practice for 14 to 16 hours every
Oh,
single day,
14 to
along with my job, my education, then my personal skills. In fact, my family, like my parents, used to say me that, "What happened to you? Like you are not, you don't seem to be normal."
Hmm.
And I wish I could make them understand that what exactly I was feeling at that point of time and why I was doing all those things, but uh, I was totally failed.
So
But
why were
I
you
knew
so
that what exactly.
so why were you
Sorry?
so obsessed with the language? Like you put 14 to 16 hours because language is a journey, it's not a destination, right?
True. I don't know what happened to me just because of that guy. He told me that you are the way you are speaking English. It seems to be that you are a rapist of English. You are doing post-marathon English. It's better to leave this journey. You cannot do it. And the moment I have heard this thing from that guy that you cannot do it, I said, literally, I cannot. I will. I'll do it.
Mm.
From there only, like I was so obsessed with this language. Otherwise, you won't believe like this language is nothing to do with in my real life, in my personal life, in my professional life, in my academic life, nothing. I don't use English anywhere. Because of that criticism, like I started learning it. I did practice for 14 to 16 hours for next 3 months. And you won't believe after 3 months, like I started speaking a conversation. I started helping others. Yeah, like from there only, I started teaching others. This is, I have been taking my free sessions on different platforms. I've been guiding, assisting to many aspects of this language who have been struggling with different abstractions and impediments. But yes, I have been helping to them. And if I'm taking a free session, it's not about like I'm teaching. In fact, I am doing a revision and I'm trying to recall all those stuff that I have been learning so far. Yes, I feel like if you have a very powerful reason to master this language, if you have that burning desire inside you to learn it anyhow at any cost, if you have high level of dedication and determination to master it, generally speaking, I think there's no such power who can stop you to being fluent in this language within 3 months. You can also learn it. It depends on your hard work and the approach you are taking to master this language and the methodology, the sources you are using to master it.
So how long did you take from beginners to intermediate? 3 months, just three
Why?
months.
Yeah,
You took three
yes,
months.
yes, I took 3 months.
Okay. Great, great. Because you put lots of hours, 14 to 16 hours. It's too much. Nobody can. Right?
Yeah, I know that. And now it's in these days it's not possible for anyone, but I did that. And
Mhm.
I used to forget about my meal. Like I was not even thinking about my lunch, my dinner, and I was totally like I have closed myself into a dark room where I used to like study English, every single thing except grammar. Except
Mhm.
grammar, I have studied everything, and
Mhm.
because I wanted to speak English. That's it. I didn't want to master English in academic way. I don't want to become a writer, but I wanted to become an English speaker where I can speak English and the person with whom I'm speaking, he or she can understand me so well. That's what I was expecting. That's
Mhm.
how it goes.
Yeah, but you speak well. So how long have you been teaching English?
Well, I'm not a professional English teacher because I haven't done any course like that. But again, I've been teaching English unofficially for last 2.5 years.
Okay, but you speak well. You can qualify any one of the exam and you can become certified trainer. So why always say I'm
No,
not? I'm unofficial trainer.
because
You can become official.
yeah, I can, but for that I need time. I need to prepare myself because I told you now that I haven't learned grammar in my entire life, and I think somewhere grammar is the foundation. Grammar is the base. You have to have knowledge of grammar. That is a fundamental grammar rules. And I'm not sure whether you have got me or not, but I have been making a lot of mistakes when it comes to grammar, right? And you should not make any grammar mistake. Though I'm not making blunder, I feel somewhere. But again, somewhere it literally targets your accuracy. When you speak English, if you're not accurate, you feel a bit low as compared to the person who has high level of accuracy along with fluency. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm struggling. That's why I'm trying my best to practice every single day. I'm finding someone, a proficient and eloquent and impeccable speaker like you. So the more I would have conversation with you, I would able to grasp something from your side.
You are already an eloquent speaker, right? You are remarkable and incredible your journey. I really appreciate it. And you can definitely you can qualify any one of exam. I am pretty sure because you have achieved your fluency and you have enhanced your vocabularies. You have a certain level. You can do anything now.
Let's see, hope for the best, what I can say. But like your question, the question which you have asked, like, how can one learn English within 3 months, or is it possible or not? That's a very diplomatic question, but again, I've shared everything. See, you know what? I think we people are so lazy, frankly. We have been procrastinating things. And we are not that serious about something, whatever we want to do. You know what? I remember one thing my mom told me in my class 12th. If you want to do something in your life, do with core of your heart. Just dive into it. Pour yourself completely. Immerse yourself completely into it. Otherwise, don't do it. Why?
Mhm.
In this way, neither you are going to save your time, which you are spending in order to learn it, nor you're learning that particular skill which you have been putting out. So it's better to utilize your time somewhere else, right? It's nothing but that's wasted of time. So I feel like if you have that kind of madness and craziness to learn something, you can learn it. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, I agree with you. We should have a relentless passion. If you have a passion, then you can do anything. No circumstances, situation, nobody can stop you. You will be unstoppable. Yeah, completely agree with you. Mhm.
Yeah, true. And I think our time is about to complete. Before
Uh,
that, if you have anything to ask, you can ask. Otherwise, we can wrap up this conversation.
no, I don't have any question. I already have asked the question what I wanted to ask. But really lovely talking to you, sir. Have a nice day, nice evening, and I am looking
Yeah,
forward to connect you again.
sure, ma'am. Thank you for giving your precious time in order to connect with me. It was literally a very fruitful, constructive, and lovely conversation with you, which I have enjoyed from the bottom of my heart. I hope you as well. And yes, looking forward to have another colorful conversation with you in the future. Till the time, keep learning, keep practicing, keep improving, keep shining. Wish you all the best for your upcoming English shining. See you around.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Okay, bye bye,
Bye bye.
sir.
Take care.
Take care.